Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sitdown. That's right, folks. You can see the shirt. You can obviously see it up on the screen already. We are sitting in the comic corner. So pull up a chair, take a seat. We are breaking down the Avengers Infinity War trailer today. Yeah, the trailer's been out for a little bit. I've probably seen it 100 times at this point. So we're not going to react to it. We are going to watch it once, just kind of give it, refresh our memory of how awesome this trailer is, and then we're going to break it down. So let's jump right into it. I love it. Let me see
There
the
was
light.
an idea
This is brilliant too, bringing back
to bring together
Nick Fury's speech from the Avengers,
remarkable people.
but using the voices of all the other
To see
Avengers.
if we could become something more.
Oh, Vision's looking a lot like Paul Bettany.
So when they needed us, we could
Thor,
fight the battles.
Hulkbuster armor. And Black Widow's got blonde hair. I don't know what's going on. I hope that it's explained in the movie. Maybe she's undercover. I hope it wasn't just a Scarlett Johansson. I don't want to have red hair thing. And then obviously the Avengers score. I love it, man. It just builds the anticipation. You feel the weight. Something epic's coming, you know?
In time,
Here we go. We got new team-ups. I love this, too.
feel
Listen
so
to Thanos.
desperately that you're right.
This makes
It's there,
sense.
all the same.
Now I'm talking about that. Listen to Thanos here. I love this.
Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
He's been our destiny since the first Avengers, folks, and he has arrived. He's here.
Evacuate the city.
He looks so good.
Engage all
Love this shot.
And get this man a shield.
That's gonna be the best line of the movie, man. That is gonna have the biggest payoff when Cap shows up. Can't wait. Oh, Buster. Look at these aliens.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the
Tony is in a lot of distress.
But this
Getting Infinity Stones.
does put a smile on my face.
Put a smile on mine, too. Here we go. We got Wakanda. We're going to definitely be in Wakanda for some of this. There's the money shot, guys. Give it to me. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Who the hell are you guys?
Ah, I love it. The whole gang's back, man. I love it. Oh, gosh, this trailer, man. I could watch this trailer a million times. I'll never get tired of it. So let's go back through one more time. I'm going to point out a couple more things, break it down a little bit. Let's go one more time.
There was an idea.
So here's the first thing I'm going to note. A lot of people have speculated if Tony is holding somebody, if somebody's in danger. Clearly, wreckage everywhere. But that's definitely Tony's own hand. And we can also probably safe to assume that this is somewhere early in the movie and probably somewhere in New York because he's wearing the same hoodie that he has on at the Sanctum Sanctorum of Doctor Strange.
To bring together.
Here we go. We've got Bruce Banner. Now, whether this is aftermath of probably fighting Thanos and the Black Order at some point, Bruce has come crashing through into the Sanctum Sanctorum. He's got no shirt, which means he was Hulk prior to this for sure. And as we've seen, in Avengers Age of Ultron and Avengers when Hulk, or no, it might have been Avengers, Hulk falls out of the ship. When he crashes, he becomes Bruce again. So clearly recovering from the change, and he is in Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum.
Group of remarkable people.
See, there's the hole up there. We got Wong's back. Doctor Strange is back. Here we've got Vision and Scarlet Witch. So clearly their relationship is progressing to some degree. Maybe they're living together. And it looks like Vision's figured out some kind of upgrade to look more human. You'd also have to imagine that's probably about their relationship to trying to look more like a human being. Or, like I said, he's looking an awful lot like Paul Bettany. It's nice for Paul to be able to be in the movie and not have to have all the makeup on. But you see, he still does have the Mind Stone chilling up there. So he hasn't lost it yet.
So when they needed us.
Here, like I said, we got Thor, is what looks to be on the Guardian spaceship. You can see, the windows look kind of dirty. They got frost on them. That looks like, and he looks like he's looking out at some sort of devastation. I mean, we got fire up here, so he's looking at the results of a battle or an ongoing battle. But somewhere up in space is definitely where he is. Maybe this is post Thanos destroying the Asgardian ship. Spoilers, folks. Spoilers, lots of spoilers. If you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, I'm going to spoil a few things, but we know in the post-credits scene that giant ship shows up behind the Asgardian ship, and that's got to be Thanos. We've pretty much all figured that out. So maybe this is the post of that battle. Maybe that's the ship after it's been destroyed. Who knows? But we'll find out.
We could fight the battles.
As I said, we got the Hulk Buster armor. We see it, later on, but not attached. So maybe something's happened to Tony. Although Bruce doesn't look like he's in too big a worry if something has happened to Tony. And they're in Wakanda.
That they never could.
Again, not a big fan of the blonde for Black Widow. I wish they would have kept the red. Also, there are people who didn't like that this was in there. I love any time they play that. I love this title card opening. It's so good. The music. So here we are. We're in New York. At the Sanctum Sanctorum, obviously, Tony's going to show up, and he's got that hoodie I was talking about. That's back on. And that's the other thing with this trailer. We're seeing team-ups we haven't seen before. So we got Wong and Doctor Strange and Bruce and Tony. And this is the thing. I haven't heard too many people point this out. Look what Tony's holding in his hands, folks. That is the cell phone Cap gave him at the end of Civil War. That's right. This is why this trailer's so good. We know he's going to have to use that phone to call Cap, get the whole gang back together to fight Thanos. So why not drop it and not put it in plain sight? I watched this a bunch of times before I even noticed it was there. But there it is. The small little things. Marvel always nails those. Get you excited. I love it.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right.
Now there. Let's bring that back just once. Sorry, folks. I'm not used to the PlayStation.
You know what it's like
But I want to talk about what we see here with Peter. Look at how the hairs stand up, and they don't just stand up, they kind of over curl, and they are pointing right at what looks to be some kind of a portal jumper, some sort of a portal device. It's pointing right at it, so when Peter notices, he knows, look right over there, man, it's right there, boom. Now, whatever this portal is doing, whether it's bringing in Thanos and his group, the Black Order, and maybe some of those other aliens, whatever it's doing, it is ripping stuff off the ground. I mean, you see all this stuff here, and when we hit play, you'll notice it is flying up towards whatever this machine is. And Tony is definitely scared. He doesn't like what he sees there. So right there, we'll go back one more time. So we got obviously those things pulling up. Tony looks real worried. So right here, this looks like it's got to be probably after the battle with the Asgardian ship. So we've got corpses and at least bodies all over the place. Lots of destruction. There's going to be lots of destruction in this movie. And if you're looking closely as he's walking, these legs, this is Ebony Maw. If you've seen the statues of the characters, he kind of, the gear that he has and this thing that's hanging right here that hangs off looks exactly like that. So we got Ebony Maw walking over as Guardians there. And then Loki, you knew he was going to take the Tesseract. Again, more spoilers from Thor Ragnarok. He walks past it at one point and looks at it, and we all knew that he was going to take it. Sure enough, he has, and Kevin Feige has confirmed that he is indeed aligning himself with Thanos. So this is probably where he is giving the Space Stone, which is inside of the Tesseract, to Thanos. That's one of the other ones that we see later on in his career. Like I said, I love that line, whether you run from it or whatnot, destiny always arrives, and we have been on a head-on collision with this man right here, Thanos. He looks so good. I mean, look at, oh man, the CGI motion capture looks phenomenal. You can see Josh Brolin all over the place right here. A lot of people are saying right now this looks like a purple Bruce Willis. I do hope his crown makes an appearance. He looks way better when that's on his head. But he looks fantastic.
Evacuate the city.
Now this is the Iron Spider suit we got at the end of Civil War. Man, does it look so pretty. I can't wait to see what kind of functionality it has and what things it can do, and I'm very pumped to see Peter don that here. Again, motion capture looks so seamless, it looks so good. Very excited. Not really sure what Thor's doing here, other than, maybe eliciting his own Captain America from Winter Soldier when he holds onto the helicopter and you get that busts to show off all those muscles. Looks like Thor is trying to recapture that kind of a moment. This is some sort of machine that he's obviously activating, and as we can see, again, spoilers, if you haven't seen Ragnarok, we know he loses an eye during that when he's fighting Hela, and he does have his eye patch with him. Now right there, we just saw the person throwing that is Corvus Glaive's wife, Proxima Midnight. She is throwing it at a shadowy figure that we all know is Cap, and when Cap does reveal, you'll see the background is the same. So fast. Love that line every time. There he is. How good does Cap look with the beard, the long hair? He's finally back. He's, donning the black. I'm pumped to see Cap back in action. So is Scarlet Witch. Now we got some kind of new aliens that we haven't seen yet. Must be more of some Thanos cronies. Obviously, this is taking place on Wakanda, and Cap is already there, so we can assume that Cap and we know Bucky is, so we'd have to assume Bucky and Cap are both in Wakanda when he makes his return. Now look how big Thanos' arm is next to Spider-Man. I mean, he's just massive, and you'll see it again when he hits Iron Man.
Fun isn't something one considers for balancing the universe.
Now right here, we have, as I mentioned, Proxima Midnight's husband, Corvus Glaive. That's his scepter. He is pulling the Mind Stone out of Vision. So that's 3 stones that we know of for sure that they're going to get their hands on. So we got the Mind Stone there, and we're going to see the other 2 in a minute. Just putting it in.
Does put a smile on my face.
So here we go. We've got 2 stones right here. We've got, obviously, the Space Stone coming out of the Tesseract is already there, and it looks like he has the Power Stone, which means he's already hit the Nova Corps, which is where the Guardians left the stone at the end of Guardians Volume 1. So he's already hit Nova Corps. He has the Space Stone. We know he's going to get the Mind Stone out of Vision, and clearly, as you can see, there's more debris and stuff flying up here. So this makes me think that this is that sequence where we see Tony like this in New York as debris is pulling up toward that, what looks like a portal machine. He is so much bigger than Iron Man. I just love how huge he is. There we go, we got Bucky, Black Panther, and I love this. You got the Wakandan army. Who's in front? There he is, folks. That is Black Panther leading the charge. I love it. Again, little things in this trailer that really work so well. A money shot, and you got Falcon, and we've got it's also the first time we've seen War Machine since the end of Civil War. Guys, there's gonna be a lot of damage in this movie. Could be some key deaths. It's so pretty, isn't it? And I love this. I love this. We get Thor. He's on the Guardian ship, and then we got the Guardians, right? We got everybody. We got Star-Lord. We got Teenage Groot. I love Teenage Groot. We've got Rocket. We've got Gamora. Back here we got Drax. I don't know if this is like a reflection, but Drax's eyes are glowing. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's a new thing with him. And then obviously we have Mantis. And I love at the very end here the little wave. Oh gosh, so good. May 2018. I can't wait. I think that's it. I think we covered everything. Like I said, there's so much in this trailer, but so little is really given away about the movie. Obviously, I think there's going to be some massive amounts of carnage in this, and I think we're going to lose some folks. Obviously, Vision has got to be a front runner if you were a betting person, as you see the Mind Stone getting ripped out of his head by Corvus Glaive. I'd imagine that could mean the end of Vision. We'll obviously see. So that's all I've got, folks. We broke that down, I think, pretty well. Hit that comment section. Let me know what you thought of the video, what you think of the trailer. Let me know if I missed anything. And, for the C-Man Cinema Sit Down, I am the C-Man, signing off. Have a good one, folks.